You should just break it against the wall.
If I have a lot of money one day. All right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. How many beers do you think Kevin's on?
Oh, man. 7.
6.
Oh, Daniel said
7?
6. 7.
No,
Kevin.
I think he's on his 7th beer. I think
on
he's
his-
had
Me too.
6. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you think
feeling
he just
7.
he cracked number 7?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where
yeah.
I'm sitting.
It might be more.
Have you cracked double digits?
You didn't have to say anything.
I like it.
I'm just honest.
I like it.
Old honest Kevin. Drunk as fuck.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
not yet.
All right. Hey, guys. Welcome to the Movie Podium, a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club, but for movies. We also came up with a set of questions to ask ourselves as we watch the film, such as, is this a Podium movie or a top 3 in the year of its respective release? I'm your host, Matt Scott, and I'm here with my dudes. Eric,
Hello.
Daniel,
What up?
Dag,
It's a bit now.
and our boy, Cooking with Kevin. What's up, Kevin?
What's up?
Hey, my air conditioner turned off.
That is awesome. And without further ado, we present our next movie.
8 miles. Every moment is a chance to turn it around.
So, 2002 was a significant year for us in movies because honestly, it's probably one of the first years that we consistently started going to the movies as a group. I saw Attack of the Clones with Adam and a million other movies with him. I know some of us saw the creepy alien walking around Brazil and Signs in the theaters. That was pretty crazy. And I have to mention the green preview that has been approved for appropriate audiences will always be the green like the Green Goblin. We saw that 2002 Spider-Man movie possibly more than any other movie in theaters, and it never disappointed. That Spider-Man movie became the first movie to earn $100 million in one weekend, and we definitely helped them out.
It was that big? I don't
That's
remember.
insane.
Yeah, it was
Crazy.
huge. That movie
It
was gigantic.
was huge. So that was 2002 for us. Well, also in 2002, rap was very popular in middle school. I mean, we had Juvenile, Jay-Z, Ja Rule, and I'll go with a name that doesn't start with J, Eminem. Eminem was at the height of his popularity when they went ahead and made him a star in his own movie. While he claims it's not directly based on his life and it's not a biopic, it clearly has his name written all over it. He was a big influence on music, or the music that we listened to growing up, and I'm excited to get into it. What do you guys think?
I think it's
Eminem's to you?
bullshit.
What?
Oh, whoa.
You don't
I
like
think it's
Eminem?
bullshit that he tried to claim that this isn't about his life.
I know. He
But that-
really does.
but that-
He sticks to that.
But it makes sense because it's a cover. It's a cover for anything
Yeah.
somebody might try to come after him for. It wasn't my name. It wasn't my likeness. Blah, blah,
Yep.
blah.
It's a sample of his life, if you will.
Clever.
I like it.
Very clever.
So before we get into each,
Ooh, there we go.
all right. Better late than never.
Very
Kevin.
good.
We like to begin each show with a few random ass facts that we found during internet research. So this movie has a rating of 7.2 on IMDb, which is kind of higher than I would have
I
thought.
couldn't believe it was that high.
Yeah, I know.
It's look,
Yeah.
I bet you could.
It's a decent movie, but there are some there are some cringe. There's some cringe through this movie.
For sure. For sure. It won it won Oscar for Best Original Song, which is the first time a rap song had ever won Best Song.
Nice.
Here's a crazy one, I thought. Quentin Tarantino was considered to direct this, and apparently he reluctantly declined because he was in the middle of production with Kill Bill.
Oh man, that would have been wild.
Yeah, I'm glad he stuck with Kill Bill.
Yeah.
This is Anthony Mackie's first movie.
Yeah, dang, you stole it from me.
I knew you were gonna have that one, and I wanted to take it.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna have it in the podium roles, but yeah, definitely
I
his
feel like
first role.
Tarantino's been offered a few of the movies we've done.
Yeah,
and
agreed. I feel like he's just such a big name that he probably gets his hand at anything, right? You know the scene where Jimmy's thinking of lyrics on the bus and he's writing them down on a sheet of paper? Apparently that sheet was real, like the actual real lyrics to Lose Yourself, and it went for 10 G's on eBay.
Wow. For that piece of paper.
Yeah.
That
That's
doesn't
insane.
surprise me.
Yeah, it
Music
doesn't-
memorabilia goes for a
Mhm.
ton.
Yeah, for sure. So this is not a big shocker, or at least not as big as Quentin Tarantino possibly directing, but Eminem actually improvised his lyrics and changed them during the rap battle scenes.
Yeah,
No
that's
kidding.
not surprised about that at all.
yeah, he
No.
kind of does that.
Yeah, he does it very well. All right. Any other research you guys found?
Yeah, supposedly Eminem had relationships with Kim Basinger
Yeah.
and Brittany Murphy during this movie.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
And
That either one or the other denies. Which
yeah,
is
so
interesting.
Brittany Murphy had publicly said
She publicly said that
that
she
they
was
had.
in a relationship
And-
with
and-
Eminem during
yep.
the movie.
and Kim
then
Basinger.
Eminem denies
Mhm.
having the relationship with Kim Basinger.
Yep, and she's stayed quiet completely.
Yes. Yeah.
Thought that was funny
Drama.
too. I did see that. All
What
right.
was it? There was another
Oh,
thing
go ahead.
that I saw. Sorry, it was.
You're good.
It had to deal with the crowd for the rap battles.
Yeah,
that
it took them a long time to
Filming was
shoot.
taking a long time, so to make it to like pass time, they let people. They just had their own rap battles with the people.
Yeah, that's what it
the
was.
Extras.
Yep.
And then the top four, I don't know if they're the ones in the movie doing the rap battles against Eminem, but the top four got to go against Eminem like during filming and everything.
I did see
That's
that. and
wild.
I would say probably not not in the movie because isn't one of them. I mean, one's Anthony Mackie of the four. That he
One
goes
is,
against.
yeah, Papa Doc
So-
is Anthony Mackie.
And the other one's one of the main characters. Well, they're all the characters in there. So yeah, I
One
would
of
say-
them, one of the ones that does rap against him is Eminem's actual friend Proof, that helped Eminem get to where he is, and who Future is based off of in the movie, which is
Okay.
hilarious to say whenever he says, "No, this isn't a biopic."
Yeah, exactly.
But one of the characters is based off of one of his best friends.
Yeah, I did see that too. That's funny. So, before we get into the questions, if you like this video, please stomp a mud hole on that like button and subscribe to our channel. So, as we talked about in our last podcast, we're going to switch up the format, and I'll probably stop announcing it after this. But we're going to kind of run with our gimmick of the podium rolls, and we're going to throw those questions at the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoy. First question. Favorite thing about the movie? We could probably have a rap battle on that. On
Dave,
that
drop
beat.
some bars.
It's a sick
That-
beat.
this is a bad idea. This is
Just
a
gotta
bad
get
idea.
Kevin like 4 more beers and we're good.
So by the middle of the episode.
Yeah, exactly. So
let me
I'll
get
go
going.
first, and I'll actually say my favorite thing were the rap battles themselves, especially the end scene. I really enjoyed Eminem dropping those lines, and any kind of competition I'm all for. So the fact that he was like this underdog and he comes out and sticks it to the man and all these, assholes, bullies, and he comes out and just nails them basically with some pretty sweet disses, telling that guy he went to private school.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Clarence.
Yeah,
Fuck
Clarence.
the free world. 313.
Dude, I was pretty hyped after that. The whole movie, I'm kind of lukewarm, and then that scene happens. Like, all right, this is badass. I want to go listen to Eminem or something.
Yeah. Well, it
so
builds to that moment. Is sort of
It does.
Yeah.
the whole movie. That's one of those movies that the climax is very close to the end. Unlike,
Yeah.
say Return of the King or something like that.
Yeah, agreed. So I would say that, or the soundtrack in general, because it had Cypress Hill, Notorious B.I.G., Montel Jordan, even some Leonard Skinner in there. So that was my honorable mention. Daniel, what about you?
My
Clarence
favorite,
lives with both his parents.
and they've got a good marriage. The best thing for me was when Cheddar Bob burned down the house while Eminem was still inside.
That was your favorite?
That was my favorite part of the movie. Because all of a sudden, just, what the fuck, guys? As the fire's coming up the stairs. And Cheddar Bob is just so happy that he's helping. And he lights that book of matches and tosses it. And then everyone's like, yo, what the fuck?
Wait, no.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Cheddar Bob is John.
Don't give
that's
John a
really
gun.
good. Dave, you're up.
I'm surprised anybody had something else other than the rap battles as being their favorite part of the movie, but that's a good one, Daniel.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite rap battle though is the one against what was it? Fuck, what was his name? The dude with the wearing the wife beater.
Yeah, the second one in the last. Yeah.
Well, the second to last one that he goes.
Yeah, the
up
guy that
against
was kind of
before Papa
jacked.
Doc. Yeah, because he has. I can't remember the line exactly, but he talks. He says that the guy's shirt is screaming for help. It's too small.
Yep. Kevin, what about you?
My favorite thing, I was surprised that Eminem actually wasn't a terrible actor. And that might be my favorite thing is he actually performed well, and didn't anticipate that. The first time I watched it 20 years ago, and then I watched it again, I was like, actually, he performed well. So I think
he said he would never do it again.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said it was like too much work.
And he has
Really?
Yeah, he has.
he-
He said it was too much work, and because he's in every single scene in the entire movie, and
Yeah.
so he just said it was exhausting. But you're right, Kevin. I didn't even while I was watching it, it didn't even click that he's a rapper. He's not an actor, and not one time did I speculate or think or question him as an actor. Eric, what about you?
My favorite thing was the first battle where he didn't choke, because it was building to that point. Like until then, we knew he was good because his friends said he was good, and he did a little bit of rapping, like freestyle, in a couple other scenes, but he hadn't actually battled one person in front of everyone there. And when he started rapping, it was I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the one where the song actually drops out and goes, "Fuck it, I don't need music," and he just keeps going?
That's the
that
end.
might have been that.
That's the end.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he did that. He did that
awesome.
earlier. The first one.
He does do that earlier.
He does do that. He says, "I'll go a cappella" or something like that, and then he goes on for just a couple more seconds.
Yeah, does a few more bars and passes the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part's awesome. again, all those rap battles. Honorable mention to when he's calling out Exhibit at lunch.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So next category, we've got least favorite part about the movie.
Dude,
Let's go back.
that-
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go? Because
Yeah, go
that
ahead. Please.
that cringy sex scene was awful.
It's long too, right?
It's
Yeah.
long. It's long. There's no words said. There's
Yeah.
just weird there's just weird, like not even like good sex sounds.
Yeah.
And they're just back in that factory. Like
Yeah.
and just it was just
It's
out
real
of
weird.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was one of the more awkward sex scenes that I've ever seen. Like every other sex scene in that movie made sense. Like whenever what's his name?
The guy
Wink.
in the
Wink.
studio.
It's Wink,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wink. Yeah.
Whenever Wink is banging her in the studio and he catches
Yeah.
her,
It's
like
a big plot.
all of
twist
that made
not-
sense. Like,
wow.
but just her just randomly showing up to the job and it's just like,
Yeah.
you got
agreed.
a minute?
Yeah.
Let's go back behind these pallets.
Yeah, like no one will see us. Cringy. Eric, what about you?
That was a good one. I didn't write that one down, but I completely agree. What I wrote down was the fact that the whole story hinges, like, what he wants to do is what his goal is to record a demo, and back then it was different, and God damn it, I'm getting distracted. Back then it was way more difficult, of course, and like you wanted to work with someone who had a reputation. But now rappers can record a demo on like literally $100 worth of gear.
Yeah.
And like
Yep.
whatever laptop you have.
Yeah, you can easily do that for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, that was just, I guess it's not like a bad thing or like a thing that I really dislike, but I just thought it was weird.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. Like nowadays, that means nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Yep.
hear anything that Eric said.
I was trying to listen, but I heard some.
Yeah. I was trying to power through it, but I saw you guys laughing at me.
Hey, you did great, dude.
Thank
did
you,
great.
man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We got this is practice. This is practice
Yeah.
for the big time. Kevin, what do you think?
Cup of coffee in the big time.
Anyways,
Cream of the crop. Yeah.
I make sure that's not happening. Okay. The my least favorite thing was the scene where Eminem chokes.
Yeah,
I think was just really, really awkward and almost cringy in itself. And I just felt really weird watching that whole, like it drug on for so long and it just didn't end. I felt like, I don't know, it was weird. And that's what I put down because God damn, that one stood out.
It was pretty awkward.
it
Yeah.
was awkward. Any awkward moment in a movie, whether it's a good scene in terms of storytelling, it's still pretty hard to watch, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know about Brittany Murphy banging and like that doesn't propel the story at all. They could have just, went home after they hung out for the entire night and showed them hooking up then. That would have made a little bit of sense.
You should
let's just
write
do it at
movies,
work.
Matt.
Yeah, right? That would make some more sense.
They also sorry, Daniel. They also
you're
just partied in front of that burning
I-
house until
Yeah.
the sirens were like there.
Well, I'll go before Daniel because that is what my least favorite thing was. The fact that Eminem just stands there while there's a burning house and you hear the sirens coming. What
Yeah.
like world is he getting away with that? I know. Okay, so the answer is it's 8 Mile, right? So like nobody gives a shit. But that was my least favorite thing is that they just burn a house down and they acted like it was no big deal. Could not stand that. Or I
Yeah.
didn't like the other part I didn't like was when his once buddy turns on him and bangs Brittany Murphy in the studio. I also thought that was kind of lame, but
Super
whatever.
lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Wink was super lame. I think
He
that's
was.
that's the idea of the movie is that
Impressionable boot.
like he's with the free world, but he's still tight with B Rabbit, but
313.
really he's not that tight with B Rabbit. He's just trying to use B Rabbit to propel himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my least favorite part of the movie was the domestic violence scene
Oh, yeah.
where
Yeah.
where B Rabbit
Greg.
and that guy get in
Greg.
that fight.
Michael
over his
Shannon.
mom. Yeah, getting the fight over his mom. That was hard to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the girl right
Yeah,
there,
the
right? His
kid
little
right
sister
there.
seeing that.
Yeah.
That was awkward.
Yeah.
Next category, we've got favorite song moment or score scene. I hope that we have some more variety than just Lose Yourself. It's not mine, actually. It's cool at the end, but does anybody have that, actually? We'll start with that. Does anybody have Lose Yourself?
I had "Lose Yourself" when it was just the guitar that came in, and he was writing the lyrics.
yeah.
So like earlier in the movie, not
Oh yeah, that's cool. Where there'd just be like little hints of it, where he'd say like,
yeah,
"Work all day,"
exactly, yeah,
and then
Yeah, that is pretty sweet. It's like that, like, I gotta get out of here kind of scene.
yeah,
That was
because
a
he's
good-
looking at
yeah.
his daughter, and like,
It's his sister.
No, sister. Yeah.
oh fuck, yeah, sister.
Because it's not
Yeah,
based
it's
on
not
him.
his life, Eric.
Yeah, sorry,
Right.
sorry,
Dummy.
sorry.
I
am a
I'll
dummy.
go. Mine was just
Yep.
like the rap battles. That was my favorite musical part. Was the rap battles. So, you guys all said it as like your favorite part of the movie, and I think it's my favorite musical part of the movie.
I wish anybody had any of those lines from those rap battles, because I know we've kind of said a few of them, but they're pretty awesome. Like, some of those disses
yeah.
are pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
Like I
Hopefully-
wanted to have Lose Yourself. I thought that would be my favorite,
Yeah,
but it's really not a big part of this movie at all.
it's not at
Yeah.
all.
And so
No.
like it was just like it's kind of an afterthought. And then mine was the rap battle with Papa Doc specifically.
Nice.
So-
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
I like how shit. What's the dude? MC Bob, Cheese Bob, Cheddar Bob,
Cheddar Bob.
Cheddar
Cheddar
Bob,
Bob.
Cheddar Bob.
Cheddar Bob. Where
Cheddar
he's
Bob.
like, "Are you afraid of them? Like what they're gonna say?"
Yeah. It's like, what? No way.
Again, all right. My favorite part is the opening song, Mobb Deep, Shook Ones,
Yeah.
and then we get a callback because Shook Ones is the beat that he kicks Papa Doc's ass on at
Oh,
the end of
nice.
the movie.
Yep.
Nice.
It's awesome.
So that's my favorite moment.
That's cool.
Now everybody from the 313.
Fuck the free world. So mine was the Sweet Home Alabama bit when they're fixing the car and he's like,
Yeah.
"You live at home in a trailer. What the hell you gonna do?" I love that scene. It's hilarious. Anytime we
Yeah.
can hear some Skinner. All right, next category we've got who won the movie. This might be a pretty easy one.
I think mine's going to be different than all of your guys's.
Well, I'll go and say Eminem. I'm not.
Yep, I said Eminem too.
I tried not to think outside the
me too.
box
Me
because it was
too.
just in my face. But Kevin also touched on it. He's kills it as an actor, kills it as a rapper. This is at the height of his career. I think he won the movie, and now he's a very rich person, and good for him.
Yeah.
Dave, what about you?
Mine was Future. I think Future won the movie as he's based off of Eminem's best friend.
Mhm.
He was behind B Rabbit through all of it and only abandon him after B Rabbit wasn't going to take his advice. He didn't let him quit through the whole movie, even through him quitting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Future won the movie for me. He held
Nice.
them all together. He was the glue,
Yeah.
and then got B Rabbit to break out of his shell and beat Papa Doc in the end.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta have some glue guys in there. I like it. Nice.
Glue
Anybody else have
guys.
anything else? No.
Nope.
Yeah. Hey, glue
was
guys
Eminem.
are big in sports. Next category. Does this movie get made now?
Here's Matt's cutting.
And
Here's my
version.
chin. Here's my chin.
Action.
All right. I think it's hard to say if this gets made now. I think there's some aspects that you could argue would be maybe bigger now with the right rappers, which I'd
They're
prefer to
they're
Dave.
they're not gonna make another rap movie.
But I think.
They tried
Yeah.
to do it with T.I.,
Oh, really?
and that movie just flopped. Yeah, what was the name? It was a movie.
was it 9 Mile?
No.
60?
No, it was a movie about T.I.'s life where a lot of it was like in roller rinks. I can't remember what the fuck the movie was called.
Really? You
Yeah,
could
hang
have
on.
whatever I
I'll look
like.
it up.
Is that
But yeah.
T.I.?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you know, in that era,
Roller rings.
yeah, man, we could
We're gonna
have.
okay.
we could have
Okay,
our
it's
own movie.
T.I., but he's in a roller rink. And then he leaves a roller rink and goes to another.
I'm
roller
gonna
rink.
find this movie.
What's the one in
Sounds-
West?
Eric,
What's the one in
I'm real
Parkersburg?
mad at you.
Why?
Ninth Mile is not funny. Not funny at all.
It's a dad
Well,
joke.
then you don't have to laugh at it, and I'll just giggle in my head.
Does anybody think this movie gets made? Then we'll put it that way.
I think if Eminem wanted to make a movie of his life,
Of his not life.
and this movie hadn't come out, I think there would still be a buyer for it. But I think a lot of that has to do with DJ Is said, it's a lot easier for white people to do it in entertainment, no matter what the entertainment is.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm trying to think of successful rap movies otherwise, and there have been some, but they're all biopics.
Yeah.
So, but it's been a few years since there. I mean, when Straight Outta Compton came out, it was pretty big, and that was awesome. And they've done Notorious. They've tried Tupac. They've tried some of these biopics, and some hit and some don't at all. So, I'd say it's pretty questionable.
I think quality has a lot to do with that sometimes.
Yeah.
And like some of it is like how watchable of a movie it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Because, I mean,
So-
like, this wasn't like a terribly unwatchable movie at all. Like, it was a pretty good movie, and like it was written well. So like it kept your interest.
Yeah.
Except for the sex scene, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't too many scenes where you weren't or it wasn't moving the plot forward. I would say the plot was pretty light. It's just a storyline off of Wikipedia almost, but it still kept the plot going to the climax. So I don't think there was a lot of holes there. It just
yeah, I mean, it
not
kept
a
me,
lot of
like this
meat.
was the first time that I've seen it,
yeah.
and it kept making me want to root for him
Mhm.
and like have him, you know, do good
Yep.
or do something, you know.
Yeah. For sure.
So like the end was the payoff, which is what I wanted.
Yep. All right. Next category we've got favorite line from the movie.
He never looked like the bad guy in this movie.
Yeah, I mean that's by
Yeah.
design, I'm sure, right?
Yeah,
He's in every scene. It's about him, or so he's
about no.
So, Kevin, what
Yeah.
was your favorite line from the movie?
I'm going back to the rap battle with Papa Dog.
Nice. All right.
Where he
thanks.
goes, this guy ain't a gangster. His name is Clearance.
This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
Clarence.
Clarence. Sorry.
From the clearance on Kmart.
I would have tried to done the whole thing, but that would have been about 8
Well,
lines.
please do.
Yeah, I think
Do you
we
have
should.
it written down?
I can Google it.
All right, Google
Okay,
it.
we'll come back to
come
you.
back to you. Yeah, for sure. Eric?
I had a couple written down. The first one that struck me as funny was Brittany Murphy saying, "My friends think you're crazy," and then Eminem saying, "Your friends don't even know me."
My friends think you're crazy.
Yo, your friends don't even know me.
He was like super defensive.
It was right after they had sex.
Yeah.
In an active factory.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And it wasn't overtime hours. He wasn't getting those hours yet.
No.
That was during the daytime. That's the normal 8-hour shift there. The first shift shit. Daniel, what about you?
Mine was something Soul George said, and that was, "I'm gonna call your mama, see what I can work out."
I'm gonna call your mama. See what I can work out.
Anytime there's a mama joke. This was like high apex mountain for mama jokes from like 99 to 2002. I think in middle school we were all talking about mama jokes.
Was this during the time that Yo Mama was on TV?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, your mama's teeth are so yellow, I can't believe it's not butter. How's it going?
Oh!
Oh, dope.
Oh, shit.
That's not good. None of this is good.
I have a lot of those. My favorite line for the movie is when they're talking about Eminem's mom. The same scene with Leonard Skinner playing, or right around there, when they're talking about his mom dating Michael Shannon and how Michael Shannon went to school with them. And I just thought it was funny when he's telling him how they met, and he just goes, "They met at bingo."
Yo, that dude is practically living with my fucking mom, dog. We met at bingo.
And that just really got me for some reason, because they're just
She was so fucking obsessed with bingo. I gotta go to bingo.
Yeah,
Go to
exactly.
bingo.
That was killing me.
Hey, it paid the rent.
There were a couple times where I heard Luann come out
I
whenever
know.
Brittany Murphy was talking.
It was always
But
in my
that's not-
always in my mind.
But that's not my favorite line. My favorite line is after Cheddar Bob shoots himself. And they're in the back of the car, and he just goes, "MC Bob." And Eminem goes, "What?" And he said, "MC Bob, I want my name to be MC Bob." And he goes, "Wait, what's wrong with Cheddar Bob?" Like he was real bummed out that Cheddar Bob didn't want to go by Cheddar Bob.
MC Bob! Man, what are you talking about? Is that a good name? What's wrong with Cheddar Bob? I like MC Bob, right?
Cheddar Bob's iconic.
Yeah.
That scene where he's rapping with Cheddar Bob is so
Yeah.
adorable. Where he's
Yes,
like
it
on,
is.
where's Cheddar Bob sitting there and he's like on one knee and just rapping at Cheddar Bob, and Cheddar
Bob's
like,
just fucking eating it up.
just like yeah.
All right,
He's
Kevin.
a simple man.
Oh, you want me
Kevin,
to
you
go?
got us a
I've
line.
got it up.
Let's hear it.
It's-
Drop it.
It's the end of it.
All right, let's hear it.
Can't wait.
But I knew something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. What's the dog matter? You embarrassed? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. And Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. This guy don't want to battle. He shook. Because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. He's scared to death. He's scared to look at his fucking yearbook. Fuck Cranbrook. Fuck a beat. I go a cappella. Fucking Papa Doc. Fuck a clock. Fuck a trailer. Fuck everybody. Fuck y'all if you doubt me. I'm a piece of fucking white trash. I say it proudly.
We'll cut a couple of those fucks. We'll end it Cranbrook or something. But
Kevin's got the flow.
No, that's staying in.
it's all about the flow.
Dave.
I kind of
Dave,
got
you're-
into it at the second half of that.
Kevin's a drummer, and that was the most offbeat thing I ever heard.
Kevin or Dave.
Drop the beat.
Kevin's likely at 10 beers right now. At least 10.
This is the same one from the beginning. I haven't finished it yet.
What do you want from me, Daniel?
That's pretty sick.
That place where B Rabbit turns and says there's no such thing as halfway crooks, and the crowd where he drops it and lets them sing back to them. Is that like a famous iconic hip hop line or something?
Yeah, that's from Shook Ones.
Oh, okay.
Because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Okay, so he's using the line from the song that's playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Exactly.
See,
That's super
that's
cool.
something I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
He shook because there ain't nothing. Wait,
There ain't no such thing.
there ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Next category we've got most likely to be the off-screen drunk. Daniel's he's shaking his head. He knows the answer. There is a right answer here.
The answer is Cheddar Bob.
Oh,
That dude,
okay. I didn't have that.
That dude brings a flask into a bar. That's how you know you're a serious drinker, when you bring a flask into a bar. I mean, it also means you're broke as hell, but like,
yeah, that could be part of it.
you know, he had the paper bag on it and everything. He's sitting there sipping on it while they're all just in that club or whatever.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I actually had. Oh, go ahead.
I was also going to say, and B Rabbit raps about how he outdrinks the alcoholics.
Oh,
during that scene we were talking about earlier. So,
yep.
So like, yeah, Cheddar Bob's my pick.
Nice. Yeah. So I said Eminem's mom, even though this isn't based on his real life. Eminem's mom was an alcoholic or is an alcoholic. I don't know what she is on now, but so I thought that was an easy one for me to say. It was Eminem's mom.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Kim Basinger.
Or Kim Basinger might have had a bet with that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Possibly.
My pick was Cheddar Bob, but you could also say Greg.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's an easy one, too.
I put everybody except for his sister.
Nice. There are some, good drinking scenes in that. So nice. So now we're going to cast our friends. Oh.
That one had like a pickup.
Yeah.
So
anybody want to go?
I'm gonna have to forfeit this one because I didn't cast anyone.
Eric, I'm right with you. I couldn't. I've watched this movie 5 days ago, trying to get that, and I could not do it.
Daniel,
all right,
could,
Daniel.
Daniel. All right. So I cast B Rabbit as me because I'm a wordsmith and I'm also a nervous boy.
Yeah.
And then I cast Cheddar Bob as me because I'm excited to be there but clumsy. And then I cast DJ Is as me because I like to bore people with politics. And then I cast Wink as me because I hide behind my friends when things get tough.
Yep.
And I picked, for Soul George, I picked me because I'm always talking a big game and never backing it up. It's not how we clap on this show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I've never.
So I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I haven't learned that. So.
Oh, okay. All right, Kevin. What do you got? You got to follow that.
No,
Kevin doesn't have anything.
I honestly, I was even looking for Cody, and I couldn't cast Cody in this.
Oh
movie.
no!
I had that
What
much
do you
of an
mean?
issue.
Cody is Wink.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody's wink. Trying to
Okay.
get the quick dollar.
Yes.
Schmoozing everyone.
And in the studio too. I mean,
absolutely.
The chat says he's wink.
Cheddar Bob is Daniel. I mean John. Daniel is DJ is for me because of the politics shit, and then he's always pushing away the girls, and Sola's brother is always going, well, you don't like to get pussy. and because of lines like that, I have Soul as Bogey.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Eminem or B Rabbit, I didn't really have cast as anybody.
No.
But Future, Future is probably either like Matt or Adam.
Oh, I forgot to cast Future. Oh, I know who I'll cast as Future. Me, because I'm a real loyal friend.
So, thank you, Daniel. I will go next. And no shit, I have Future as Daniel.
Oh.
Yep, I actually did. You know why?
You got it off.
That had
before the
absolutely no
crash.
payoff. What the fuck?
It was just
bit.
a drum roll.
I'm
the bit.
uncomfortable now.
That's the bit. So I said, because you're the ultimate hype man.
Whoop whoop.
Yep.
Whoop whoop indeed.
But I like Dave's answer too. So I actually did cast Rabbit, and I casted it as Brad because he's always Ralphing before competitions or anything. Work, life, going to the bar. He's always nervous and throwing up before anything we ever do. The anxiety coming in strong and needing to hurl is Brad. So
that is a
killed
good
me.
one.
Yeah.
Also
That's
a little
good one.
squirrely guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That too. He would be. I mean, his name was Road Squirrel when we were kids on AIM. So Rabbit's pretty close to it.
Brad is always creating. Also,
Yeah. He's always drawing, like Eminem's always writing. So I think that's a pretty perfect fit. And I feel like Brad would probably surprise us with some rap battle, like come up with something ridiculous to say. I had Rabbit's ex-girlfriend as one of our ex-girlfriends in here. I'll leave it at that because she stole his car. I heard that. I heard them have that conversation. I was like, oh, I can't. I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
Man, I feel sorry for that guy.
What a dumb fuck.
And last but not least, I'm the girl at lunch talking about how only getting 30 minutes for a break at work is bullshit. Because anytime I can complain about work,
Wait, hold on.
I will gladly take.
You had a baby like 2 weeks ago. Get back to fucking work, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take a long weekend and you're back.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Just go back. Yeah. No sleep. We'll just have
Kevin will let you borrow his car for the baby.
Wait, it was Kevin?
No, definitely not.
Love you, buddy. Now we finished with our podium rolls. Obviously, Eminem will go first, and I don't think anybody here has anything else. Does anybody have no for Eminem?
Considering this is his one and done, like
yeah,
I actually did a little research, and he is in a few small minor roles. I don't know if you guys remember Funny People, the Adam Sandler movie back in around 2006, 7 or so. Mm-hmm. He has a pretty funny role in that. He's himself.
Was it in? It was in the concert.
Yeah,
with,
exactly.
Tom from MySpace.
Yeah, exactly. So he's in that, and he's pretty funny in it. But again,
Mom?
this is a podium role, so he's
Yeah.
in that. And of course, he's in the classic Blair Witch Project spinoff. Dag, do you remember the Hip Hop Witch?
No.
No, this is a video update or movies special that Adam owned for 10 years, maybe. I think we like rented it and then just never took it back. One of those.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it had Vanilla Ice, Raw Digger, Mob Deep, and Ja Rule. Like all these like kind of rappers at the time, and it's a spin-off of the Blair Witch, but the hip hop witch. So he's a big role in that. But again, none of that surpasses this. So I think
Was it
that's
video update or was it movies?
it was
It
video
was
update at
pronounced
the time.
Movies. Because they had cows
Yeah,
all over the place.
I remember that.
Oh, of course.
Get it?
I do.
So what about Brittany Murphy? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I put yes as well.
So
My gut says no, but I can only think of Clueless right now.
yes, great and Clueless. I said no as well. I said Just Married with Ashton Kutcher, Clueless, Girl Interrupted, Sin City, and I'd say her top role was Uptown Girls. So this was a no for me. I thought banging in the back of the factory was maybe not her best look, so I said no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Matt on this one.
I said yes. She's in a movie called Bong Water.
Bong water?
Nice.
Bong Water.
What's
I
that
do
about?
remember that movie.
Starring Luke Wilson.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Luke Wilson.
1998. Why do we miss this one?
I remember seeing
Wait,
this.
wait. How much time do you start digging?
I was
deep into
11
this?
years old.
I spent whenever I saw that Brittany Murphy was in a movie called Bong Water, it took up the rest of my night. Researching more about what Bong Water was.
You don't know what it is?
Dave's a good
next-
boy. He has no
yeah.
idea what bong water
Yeah.
is.
Water pipe?
Next we have Kim Basinger. I said no.
No.
She has a best supporting actress nod, or yeah, she won the award for LA Confidential, and she's awesome in that. Obviously, there's Batman, there's Wayne's World 2. She's been in some decent roles, so yeah, I
Cellular.
said no. Yeah, Cellular, she's in that in a big role.
Kevin, what Bond movie was she in?
I don't know right off the top of my head.
His brain's a little pickled. It's okay.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Which one
she's
is
in
it?
a Bond movie. Hang on. It was 83.
87.
Never
83.
say never again.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
because that's not a Bond movie.
What are you
What?
talking about?
That's not one
It's-
that's 25.
Oh, we're gonna get into semantical arguments
my
Oh, it's
God.
not one
about
of
how
the.
it's not. It's
Yeah,
not
it's not in the
released by
story
the
arc.
act-
Sean
It's-
Connery is James Bond in Never Say Never Again. Kevin, tell me it's not a Bond movie
It's
when
not.
that is on the cover.
It's a Bond
if you look
movie.
at what the next movie's coming out, they'd call it Bond
Exactly.
26 because that one doesn't count as a movie.
Wow, what a semantic!
Because it's not
right there.
released. It's not released by the same production company.
Correct.
Wow.
This is why I hate James Bond movies.
This is why we can't have nice things, Kevin, because you always fucking argue like that shit.
But that's why
All right.
that's like calling Casino Royale a remake. It's like no, that was a made-for-TV show or made-for-TV movie in the
Oh.
50s.
That's fair.
Yeah, totally.
Next, we have Mekhi Phifer.
Dude, I remember
put yes.
I remember seeing that guy in ER.
Yeah.
My favorite role.
My mom watched the hell out of that show.
Same
It
here.
was
Yeah.
Whenever
George
I
Clooney.
first saw that movie, I was like, oh, wow,
The guy
Yep.
from ER.
that's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite role of him is O. He was the big basketball player that was supposed to go on and do big things. And who's the guy with him in that?
That's the movie based off of Othello, right?
Yes, correct.
No, my thing is like it just was weird in the like late '90s to early 2000s how everyone was just going back to the Bard and just
Yeah.
bringing it like
Yep.
it's Romeo and Juliet with guns.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Tromeo and Juliet. We also had like one of those
Yeah.
Tromeo films.
Yeah, it's like everyone just got on the Bard's jock again, and you know,
Of course, he's the Bard.
oh, I mean, he's always gonna have reinventions and all that stuff, but like,
Yeah.
they were just like
Weird
really,
spin-offs then, yeah.
really weird. Like, look at how updated everything is, but it's still
Yep.
the same story.
Yep, exactly. So, last but not least is Anthony Mackie in his first role, Dag. I would say no.
Wait, we're counting Anthony Mackie?
He's
as the
got a
lead?
pretty big role in this. I mean, he does have a decent role. For his first film, I would say this is a pretty good role for him as a first film. Like, he does a good job. I couldn't tell it was his first film.
Yeah, he spends a lot
Yeah.
of time just mean mugging though.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
He's really good at mean mugging.
Wait, did we cast him as Jordan then? So I said between the Hurt Locker movie and any of the Captain Americas, I mean, he's so
Yeah.
good in those. This
Yeah.
doesn't hit his
No,
podium.
it doesn't podium.
All right. Last but not least, we ask, does this movie podium in the year 2002?
Yeah.
Oh, funky.
Getting wild.
Getting funky with it.
He
So-
said, "Ooh."
I'm about to start dropping some lines here.
So, as we've talked about, we're going to go around the horn and just say if it is or not. Let's start with Daniel. Let's give it if it is, and then your top three, however order you want. John broke the code and went 1 to 3, but
That's why he's
no.
Cheddar Bob.
No, it is not a podium movie in the year of our Lord 2002. Number 3 comes in with Catch Me If You Can. Number 2 comes in with Spider-Man. And number 1 comes in with Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
nice.
Oh fuck!
I
The
knew
Two
you'd-
Towers came out that
Yeah.
year.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Dave?
I said no. And my movies are Spider-Man, Signs, and Star Wars Attack of the Clones.
Nice.
It sounded like you were just gonna stick with Spider-Man. My movies are Spider-Man. And that's it.
Kevin, what about you?
I put no as well. And number 3 for me, that's the Smoochie.
Oh, nice.
Fuck, that was this year?
That's Smoochie's this year.
Good answer. I didn't.
Number 2, Born Identity. Number 1, Catch Me If You Can.
You guys know you can look up what year movies come out. So if you just type into Google movies that came out in 2002,
You're supposed to know this on your. We're movie buffs.
It'll give you.
Yeah. I didn't see that in my research. I didn't see so
In your
many
thesis?
movies that came out, I guess. I'll
It's a
go
good list.
I'll go next because
You'll go first.
You're gonna go first.
okay, I'll go first. Number 3 is Cabin Fever.
Oh,
Because
Ooh, pancakes.
exactly. My memory of us rewinding that scene over and over and over again, thinking it was the funniest fucking
Hey.
thing.
Edgy repeat, baby.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Because it was the funniest.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere.
there should be a top 5 A/B repeat.
Look
out.
That's good. Number 2,
Sorry, Eric.
you're fine. Number 2 is Catch Me If You Can. And number 1 is Spider-Man.
Nice.
Spidey Man.
So,
Spidey Man. Spidey Man. My spidey sense is tingling.
The happy lookout got me.
David Graham would be pumped. So my top 3. Oh, I said no as well. Maybe top 10. It was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I don't know if I said yes or no, but I said no as well. Sorry.
Yeah, we believe it. We said, or we the robot said no.
We the
I'm starting to
collective
talk
robot.
like that. Number
He's
3.
a series of AIs,
That's
all
right.
interconnected inside this body.
All this AI.
Weeble wobble, weeble wobble.
Us in the AI community collectively said no. And here are our favorite movies from that year.
Here are our favorite movies, and go. So, number 3 is a posse classic, and I'm sad no one else said it. Cheats,
Ooh, actually,
which
yeah.
I would
That's a
love
good
to
one.
watch again.
Eric, say it.
I'll take the test right now.
in 2002.
No, it came
Jonathan
out that
Jacob
year.
Apple.
Jimmy Carter, where is your trash bag?
Jimmy Carter.
It's my line for every movie.
I mean, that
I
movie's
didn't know
so
that came out this
quotable.
year.
I missed that movie and us watching that movie. Number 2 was Spider-Man, based on how many times we saw it in theaters. Maybe The Dark Knight would be the only thing I could think of that I saw more. I don't know. It's between Spider-Man and The Dark Knight.
But Matt, that's only because you and I walked out of a showing with Spider-Man to go watch Enough.
We did try to see enough. And it was just as
Matt.
bad as what everyone said.
Matt, do you remember when we tried to get the team to watch Cheats on that crew trip and just
Yeah.
got totally denied?
Yeah, of course. You mean this isn't
We're freshmen trying to suggest a movie for everybody to watch on this crew trip, and just the seniors just ripped us apart. Like, we're not fucking watching that.
This isn't old school. We watch old school like every single time, I feel like. And so
You're
my
right,
number
it's not old
one,
school.
number 1 is Gangs in New York, which is nice.
came out this year.
You did? Daniel Day-Lewis
It didn't come out
crushes
this
it.
year.
And
I didn't know
Leonardo.
it came out that year. Sorry, I just stole your thunder, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fair.
Gangs of New York. Is that
You want to
That's
repeat your
like-
top 3?
That's
that's
what
like
Leonardo.
the period piece, right? Like it's like
Whoa!
What?
I was just gonna let it die on the vine. I was gonna let it die on the vine, and Matt and Eric couldn't hold it together. I was just gonna let that silence judge.
so. God damn.
Thanks for not
Okay.
letting me down, Eric.
But
Yeah,
yes,
you're
it is
welcome.
a period piece with Daniel Day-Lewis as this like tyrant, and Leonardo DiCaprio comes out of nowhere. Well, sort of out of nowhere, and tries to go under his wing.
RKO's.
But basically,
Yeah.
RKO's him there.
I have
Awesome,
not seen
awesome
like I've
movie.
I've seen all the things around, like the marketing around it, but I never watched that movie.
That'd be a fun
It's
one.
about some gangs.
to
Where are
watch.
they located?
In
Tijuana.
hang on,
Okay,
New York.
The city or the state?
that sounds interesting.
Oh,
To be determined, Kevin. To be determined.
You watch
You
and let us
decide.
know.
You tell me if it's upstate.
Thanks for tuning into our show. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. Kevin, you want to sign us off?
Ain't no such thing.
As
As
halfway
halfway
crooks.
You guys are so behind.
Oh, shit.
That's it.
Yeah, leave that in. That's
Leave
good
it.
shit. That's good
Leave
shit.
it.
And we're
Yeah.
stopped.